Hello everyone, so today's video is going to be a special manga unboxing video. Basically, Right Stuf finally sent me all my pre-orders for February, March, April, and May, and I got them all at once, and I decided instead of filming a normal manga haul, we'll just film an unboxing because it's going to be basically the same manga anyway. The first box I'm going to open is this one from Barnes & Noble. So there were only two manga in that box. The first one is I Want to Be a Wall. This is a new LGBT manga that's recently released about a gay man and an asexual woman who get married because of like a marriage of convenience or something like that. So there's this one. And then I Cannot Reach You, Volume 4 is a BL manga that's been releasing for a while. I haven't read any of the volumes yet, but I keep collecting them because the volumes are really pretty and I've heard good things about the series. So, okay, next are three big giant Right Stuf boxes. Here's the first one. They all look the same, so let's just go ahead and look at what's inside. You can really see all the cat hair all over my shirt from this angle. That's great. I feel like as I film this video, it's going to get progressively louder and louder in the background because the cats are going to start playing in the boxes and I'm just going to have a mess on my hands. But let's just keep going with the manga. There's some big volumes in this box. So we're going to just start randomly. These are all out of order, obviously. So the first one in here is For the Kid I Saw in My Dreams, Volume 7. Haven't read anything of this manga yet, but you know, it's in my pre-order list now, so I'm picking it up. Next is one I've been waiting for a very long time. This is Orochi. I'm not sure when the second volume is out, but I feel like it should be pretty soon now because I've been waiting for this manga for months. I pre-ordered it. It just didn't arrive until now. Next, we have another hardcover. It's Full Metal Alchemist, Volume 17. This one feels different than the normal ones for some reason. I don't know why. It just feels nicer. But yeah, just one more of these before the series is finished. I don't know why. This feels really nice for some reason. I don't know. Another hardcover. Next, we have Baccano, Volume 19. I think we'll have Volume 18 is actually in the end of this box. Here we go. So we have 18 and 19. Have I read any of this? No, but I keep buying it because I can. Next we have one that I'm really excited for. I mean, I'm excited for all of these, but this one I'm really excited for. So that's number 5, Volume 4. I've been waiting for this because I really want to read the whole series and I wanted to wait until the last volume was out. So now it is and I can read the whole thing at once. And yeah, hopefully I enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed the other Taiyo Matsumoto works I've read. Next, we have No Guns Life, Volume 12. This is another penultimate volume. I was making sure I can show this cover because it looks a little suggestive. But yeah, one more of these. I haven't read any of this yet. I'm waiting for the last volume to come out to read it. It's about this guy who has... Is that a spoiler on the cover? Or is that not a spoiler on the cover? I don't know. We'll see. It might have been. I'm not sure. And next, we have another final volume. So that's Oku Volume 19. I was waiting to get this volume so I can read the rest of the manga. I haven't read any of it yet, so I can read the manga. I can start it and finish it. Next is Otakirohito. I'm going to complain about this manga for a second. This is by Osamu Tezuka. I've heard it's messed up. That's fine. Why is this the font that we're putting on the spine of this manga? I don't like it. I just think it's ugly and boring, and anyone could do that, I feel like. I like the covers, or the colors on the cover, and the panels and stuff. I just don't like this font. I feel like we could do better. But, you know, I don't know anything about graphic design. I just don't like this font. Next, we have a one-shot. This is Witches. I recently read a manga by this author, Children of the Sea. I really enjoyed it. I think this is about witches, and that's all I know. It's a complete one-volume manga, or complete omnibus, whatever it is. Next we have New York, New York. This is kind of a classic BL manga, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was released in Japan quite a few years ago now and just recently was published in English, and that's cool, so I picked it up. Next we have another one-shot omnibus manga. This is a Yuri manga. I think this is Mitsuno and Chayama. I don't know why I can't read that cursive. This is, I don't know what the story is about, honestly. I just see Yuri manga and I buy it. I don't really read the description. And next we have what looks to be some normal, just pre-orders that I get every month. So first we have another final volume. So that is Hell's Paradise, Volume 13. I've been waiting for this manga to get to me so I can put it in my finished collection. I can finish my collection. I love the spines on the series. They all are very colorful. And I really like how they look on the shelf, so now I can complete my set. I've already read this manga last year in January. I read it a long time ago, but I'm happy to finally have it completed physically. Next, we have Beastars Volume 18. Not going to say anything about this except for that I'm excited to have another volume and I'm waiting for the series to be completed. We have Children of the Whales Volume 19. I need to get back into this manga. I have not read any of this in a long time, but I keep buying the volumes and I feel like the volumes keep getting thinner, but that's okay. And next is Golden Kamui Volume 26 that I have upside down. Yeah, not much to say about this either. I've been recently reading a bit of this and I'm enjoying it. That's one box down. 2 more to go. All right, this box is very different from the last box, I feel like, but more pre-orders. So first one is Sakamoto Days Volume 1. Everyone's been talking about this. I feel like I don't have to say anything about it, except for I learned that the main character is 27 years old and he looks like this. What are we doing? That's ridiculous. Manga is weird, but yeah, that's okay, fine. Everything in this box is pre-order, so I'm going to go through them all very quickly. They're series I've talked about before. You've seen them probably in my monthly manga hauls, so we're just going to go through them very quickly. First one, A White Rose in Bloom Volume 2. This is a Yuri manga that I've been waiting for the second volume for a really long time. I'm not sure what the release schedule on this is, but it's very slow. Next is My Love Mix-Up Volume 3. I keep meaning to get to this manga and I just haven't, but it will happen soon. Next is Kagaki Shoujo Volume 4. I semi-recently read the prequel manga to this series and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to get to this second sequel series, whatever, continuation. Next is a new series. This is The Case Files of Jeweler Richard. I bought this because I wanted to read the light novel, but the light novel was not licensed. 7 Seas licensed this one, and then I decided to buy this, and then now the light novel is licensed, so I'd rather read that. But whatever, I have this in the meantime. This volume feels really nice. I don't know how to describe it. It's very smooth. I'm getting my fingerprints all over it, but it feels really nice. I think the second volume of this is somewhere in one of these boxes as well. Next is Mob Psycho 100 Volume 8. Dark Horse is taking years to finish releasing this series. They're going a little bit faster than usual, but it's going to take a while. It's only 16 volumes, and I don't know why they're taking so long, but whatever. Next is How Do We Relationship Volume 5. Yuri manga I've been collecting recently. Haven't read it yet, but, you know, I bought it. Next is Spy Family Volume 7. I don't have to say anything about this. It's Spy Family. Yona of the Dawn Volume 35. I'm hoping to get to this volume soon because I've really been enjoying Yona of the Dawn recently, and I was caught up, but it took so long for me to get this volume that I've kind of forgotten what's been happening. Next is Deko Boko Bittersweet Days, which is a sequel to a BL manga that I own but I haven't read yet, but this cover is very pink, so I like that. Next, I love this manga. One Piece Volume 99. Look at this cover. Look at it. It's so colorful and obnoxious. I love it. And Big Mom's on the front, and it's just rainbow and just colors and Baby Chopper, and it's just beautiful. Next, I have 2 volumes that go together. So Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Volume 0 and Volume 13. Not much to say about this, except for I've been enjoying what I've been reading of Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, and these covers are beautiful as usual. I'm very quickly running out of space to put these volumes, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do in a little bit. Next is Blue Giant Volumes 9 and 10, Omnibus 5. This is the last volume of this series. There's a sequel series. I don't know if 7 Seas is going to publish it, but I can read this now. I've heard good things about it recently, so I'm excited to read it now. Next is Blackguard Volume 1. This is by the same author who did Devil's Line, which I have not read, but I've recently heard good things about this. Next is Sayonara Football Volume 8. It's funny because I realized I already own Volume 9. I got that in a pre-order somehow before this one, but I got this now, so it's fine. I've read the whole series, so it doesn't really matter when I get the volumes, but it was kind of funny that I got my pre-order for Volume 9 before my pre-order for Volume 8. Oh, wait! Here's Volume 10, too. That's funny. Next is Cherry Magic Volume 4. I'm supposed to be reading this manga this month. I have not been reading manga this month very much, but yeah, I have Volume 4 now, so whenever I get to those first 3 volumes, I can read this one as well. And then we have Heavenly Delusion Volume 3. Have not read the first 2 yet, but I got them recently, so I'm not worried about it. Next, we have The Witch and the Beast Volume 7 and 8. I really need to stop buying this until I read it to see if I'm going to like it, because I'm kind of unsure if I'm going to like it, but I keep buying the volumes. But, you know, that's okay. Next, I have Asadora Volume 5. I haven't read this yet. Next is Blue Period Volume 6. Another volume. I was really enjoying this when I read it, but I'm a couple volumes behind, so I need to get back into this as well. Next is My Summer Review. This is a sequel to a BL manga I already own. The problem with these volumes is that the first volume and the second volume, which are the only 2 volumes, they look the exact same. The covers look the same. The titles are very, very similar. So I don't think people realize that there are 2 volumes. But there are 2 volumes. It says very, very small on there, volume 2, but they look the exact same. So, whatever. Next is My Wandering Warrior Existence. This is by the same author as My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, My Solo Exchange Diary, and My Alcoholic Escape from Reality. And I've enjoyed all those. It's really interesting to read about this author's life and what goes on. Next is my just monologue woven for you. This is a Yuri manga, I believe. Yep, and it is entirely full color. I don't want to, those are lots of spoilers in here. It's entirely full color, so that's cool. I have Restart After Growing Hungry. This is the sequel to, what is the first one? I don't remember, but I haven't read it yet. It's a BL manga. I haven't read it yet. Next is one I've been waiting for a very long time. Seeing everyone else talk about this and me not being able to read it has really been annoying. So I have Run on Your New Legs. This is a sports manga, obviously. I recently found out that this is only a 5-volume long series, which is funny because I've been waiting for this volume for a really long time. Well, it feels like a really long time. It's only been a couple months. And I'm really anticipating it, and I wanted to read it along with everyone else. And now I finally got it, and I realize I'm not going to read it until all 5 volumes are out. I just will not read sports manga like that. I can't read it volume by volume like that. I need to read it all at once. Here's the last box. It has a big hole in the front of it. I'm not going to show you because it has my address on it. But it does have a big giant hole in it, so hopefully all the manga are okay in there. I was trying to figure out why they sent this in one of these big giant boxes when there aren't that many volumes in here, but then I realized there's one big giant volume in here, so that's why they did it. So let's take a look at the smaller volumes first. So I have Kagaki Shoujo Volume 5. Talked about this earlier. I have volumes 4 and 5 now. And here's the second volume to The Case Files of Jeweler Richard. We have Mao Volumes 4 and 5. And the second volume of Blackguard. I knew I had the second volume in here somewhere. So I have some BL and Yuri manga I'll go through briefly. So I have Our Not So Lonely Planet Travel Guide. I always want to say Planetary Travel Guide. It's not. Our Not So Lonely Planet Travel Guide Volume 2. All of these are in plastic, so that's interesting. This one is Boys of the Dead. I don't know anything about this except for it's a zombie manga. And it's really heavy, which is interesting. Also, it's very pretty. It's not obvious at first glance, but this volume is really pretty. I just really like the colors on it. It's really nice looking. It's about a zombie apocalypse, I think, but it's a BL manga, so that's interesting. And I have Our Teachers Are Dating. I believe this is a final volume. This is volume 4. And then we have Seaside Stranger, volumes 2 and 3. These covers are also really pretty as well. And next we have Requiem of the Rose King, volume 15. There are 17 volumes of this, right? And then it'll be finished, I believe. Okay, and the final volume in this unboxing haul video is a volume I've waited years for at this point. It's taken a really long time for this volume to be released. I will admit, I've talked about how ugly this cover is. It's still ugly, but it's not as ugly in person as it looked online. The spine is fine. This is just not how I want it to be designed, which again, I'm not a graphic designer, so I don't know how things should look, but I just think this is a little bit ugly. And it's collector's edition, so it shouldn't be. Anyway, it's a Silent Voice Collector's Edition Volume 1. Yep. Here's how it looks. It does look better in person than online. I still just don't like the way it looks very much. But it's just going to be sitting on my shelves like this, so it should be fine. I do have the original volumes. I bought them before the box set even came out. So I've had them for a long time. But I really like A Silent Voice, so I saw this was a collector's edition, and I decided to buy it. Just flipping through it, it has the really nice, like, art book paper, if that makes sense. And yeah, it's really nice. It's a nice volume. So that's a funny way to end the video, but that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. I have way too many manga on my bed right now that I have to deal with. And it's like 1 a.m. so that'll be fun. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Usually I don't do unboxing videos because I just don't like waiting for all my boxes to arrive and then opening them all at once. I just like to open them right away, but because they arrived all at once, I felt like I could do this video. But yeah, that's gonna be everything for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!